Alright, I am back in the car, and as you can see, I've removed the hamburger meat from the rice cooker. It is finished. So now we got an empty rice cooker with a lot of grease in it. So what I'm going to do is I've made clumps of paper towels here, and we're going to clean this out. Kind of mop up, soak up the juices here. And we're going to cook our second one here in a minute. But I want to kind of clear this out because we're going to be making more here in a minute. So we've got it kind of dry now, and dumping the soaked oil. And what we're going to do is take our second piece of meat here, prepare it, just tossing it in there. It is frozen solid, by the way, still. So we're just going to toss it in there, put in some badia, some onion, chopped onions, minced onion, and then set the cooking system to go again to cook the second one. All right, so I've added the hamburger, and now we're going to take some badia and just pour it right over that. That will help to flavor the burger so it doesn't taste so blah. And then some minced onion. System is still off right now because we haven't turned it on. So what I'm going to do is put this up. Obviously a lot easier if you're not filming while you're doing this. But to turn the system back on, the car is running right now. I had it on for the AC. We're going to turn the switch on. That will connect the house battery to the car battery so that the system can charge up while we're cooking. And then on the side here is my switch, which would turn on the rice cooker because the rice cooker is hooked into this. Let me find the switch here. Okay, I flipped it on. And the rice cooker should be on at this point. Let me double check it here. Yeah, the rice cooker is not on for some reason. Oh yeah, the inverter's not on. I forgot the system. I forgot to turn the inverter on. So I've got the switch on. It doesn't matter that it's on. We'll turn it off for now to show you how it does work. So we've got to turn the inverter on. This will create the 120 volts. So now the 120 volt system is up. That's why it wasn't working before the inverter was off. So now that that's on, we're going to go ahead and turn this on. Now that's on, which means the rice cooker should be on. So it's, and you can see the light is on. It's hard to tell in the video, but the light is on. So at this point, the system is cooking. It is in warm mode, but we want it on high. So we're gonna put the lid on there, lock the lid up, and fly on us, and push the switch down. So it's, and you can hear the inverter kicking into high gear. It is on now. But that's essentially what I go through when I'm cooking while I'm driving. I know it seems a little bit more complicated than it is because in real life, if I was using the system, I wouldn't, the inverter would be turned on and used. You wouldn't be turning it off to stop at Walmart unless, going somewhere and doing what I did. But basically, that meat should be cooking. So we're gonna have 2 hamburger patties when we get to the lake. We're gonna head to the lake now. So now the first piece of meat that I took out, it is gonna kind of cool down a little bit because I got air conditioning on really high in the car because it is hot. It's about 86 degrees out there right now. So I've got the car pretty cool, so that means the meat that I have sitting in the front seat here draining is going to be kind of cold. So what we'll do when we get to the lake is, this person's blocking it so we can't go. Why are they like that? South Carolina. They're blocking 2 lanes. They're being stupid. It's like, hello? What the heck, dude? Alright. we're gonna attempt to go to the lake. I hate Walmart. And today is Easter weekend, so it was packed in it. It was on the crazy side. So this is Cheney Highway, which is actually Highway 50. So another name for Highway 50, State Road 50, is Cheney Highway. So the Walmart is at the corner of Columbia and Cheney Highway, and we're going to continue on Columbia, which is called 405. We're going to be on 405 North for a couple miles, and then we'll be turning left onto Fox Lake. I'm going to go ahead and stop filming so you're not just watching me drive for another 5 or 10 minutes. Actually, I've decided to turn the video back on because I thought I'd take advantage of this time to go ahead and talk a little bit about the differences between living in a car, camping in a car, and a minivan. The most obvious difference, in case you haven't seen, is that space is a premium in a car. Now, this isn't even a regular size car, so this is a small, it's like a crossover vehicle. It is a 2005, not 2006. I kept saying 2006, but it's actually a 2005 Pontiac Vibe. So it's about the size of a small car, except that the back, is made like an SUV back. So it looks like a miniature SUV built on a car chassis. So it's slightly larger than a car, but definitely smaller than an SUV. It's the width of a car, a small car like a Corolla or something. But it's a hatchback, which allows it to be, gives you a little bit more headroom in the back. So anyhow, the big difference that you have in these vehicles is you got way less space. I would say I have probably about 2/3 or half of the space I did in a minivan in my 2000 and I think it was a 2003 Grand Caravan. So would I recommend living in a car? If you were a single person and you had no other option, it is doable, I think. If you were in a regular car, not like a hatchback like this, it's a little bit harder. But if you're able to remove the seats, like the passenger seat and the back seat, and punch through to the trunk area, you would have enough room to lay down, But this would be something more doable in a vehicle such as the Vibe, which is like a hatchback, a crossover SUV. You got a little bit more room, but unlike a van, the seats don't have space underneath them. So you lose all that storage that you had in a van. That's like almost half the size of space for storage. So space on a crossover vehicle like this Vibe is super, super, super tight. I think that the way the vehicle's rigged right now and how I'm going to be testing it is, for like camping maybe on the weekends. I might try an extended 1 week in it, But if you were going to do something like that, you might need to have a luggage rack carrying clothes and other supplies. Because inside the vehicle itself, there's really not that much space. Okay, we gotta go. I think we passed this one. It's the next one. It says Park Avenue, but it doesn't go to Fox Lake. The next one, I think, is the one for Fox Lake. So I am going to try to go camping in this vehicle, probably maybe tonight or next weekend, if not tonight, to see how it does for sleeping. But I've already tested it a little bit at the house to see, make adjustments with the curtains and whatnot. But doing it overnight, I might even do it in front of my own house in case there is a problem and I have to call off the experiment, for the first night out. I might just sleep in the driveway, see how comfortable I am and if adjustments need to be made before I officially try to take it out somewhere far away from the house and then find out I really need certain things adjusted. But if I had a choice vehicle for converting for living in or camping and stuff, it would be a minivan. The reason is minivans are small, they're easier to maneuver, and they have way more space than a car and even this crossover vehicle. If you have an SUV, it's going to be, you know, full-size SUV. It'll be similar to this, but a little bit bigger. You have some more width and some more height to work with. But I think an SUV, you still lose the storage under the seat that you have in a minivan. So minivans have quite a bit more room, and you know, it's probably my favorite vehicle to convert. This is Fox Lake Road, which is where we're headed. So we're going to go ahead and turn here into Fox Lake. It is at off State Road 405, for those of you trying to find it. But just look up Fox, F-O-X space Lake, L-A-K-E, and it's free. So really nice lake. You can go fishing here. I think you probably need a permit, fishing permit, unless you're a little kid. But it's a beautiful area to hang out. You can go fishing here. You can also have barbecues. They have pavilions, a bunch of different pavilions, and some of them have electricity. So, you know, if you didn't want to cook in your vehicle and you have a rice cooker or whatever for cooking, and like the system I have in this vehicle, you can actually remove it. So you can cook in a hotel room, or you can cook at a park. And, you know, I choose to use electricity because it's free while I'm driving. You know, I'm generating electricity anyways. And also, I can cook while I'm driving. If I was trying to cook with a fire, like a propane or a butane system, you don't really want to do that when you're driving. It's too dangerous. With the rice cooker, it's kind of automatic. And it's, I think, a lot more versatile. Because, you know, I can cook rice, I can cook noodles, I can cook spaghetti, I can cook steak, I can cook hamburger, hot dogs. Basically anything you can cook. So, you know, and a lot of times if I'm traveling and stuff, I don't have to cook a full meal. What I do is I cook rice, and then I buy, like, you know, like Kentucky Fried Chicken or Publix chicken or Walmart chicken or something to eat with the rice. So I have the rice that I cook in the vehicle, and then I buy the pre-cooked meat, you know, and then I can eat that together. And what it does is it saves a little bit of money. You know, when you buy the pre-cooked chicken and whatnot, it's kind of expensive, but usually about like $10. Oh my goodness, the lake is full. So everybody is here for Easter weekend. So I'm kind of glad I decided to cook the second hamburger in the car, because I'm pretty sure all the pavilions are gone. But let's go cruise around Fox Lake just so you can see what it's like. I'm gonna go ahead and make another video on that.